Our scene is set once more in Reno. The past couple of nights have been filled with activity for those who have eyes and ears in the dark corners of the city, the corners that are the domain of the less living, shall we say. But as soon as this flurry of activity has happened, it ceases. Things return to normal. Life goes on as it is for the city of Reno. And for the kindred, well, they might all sigh a collective relief. That is until the letters arrive. They are simple enough, addressed to the many individuals of the city, the kindred. Each one is an invitation, the invitation by the prince to attend a very impromptu midnight mass at the night church, the seat of the prince's power, the seat of power for the theocracy, the Church of Night. Attendance is not mandatory, but, well, if the prince was able to get the addresses of all of the domains, well, he must have a good idea of how many kindred there are in the city. It would be a shame to, at the very least, not send a reason why one couldn't show up. For those that do attend, they are shown the way if they do not already know before. A grand display is made of it. Some, the more influential members of the city, already know what this is for, but they have been very cautious about letting this information slip. This sort of announcement must be handled with care. And so, when the church below is filled with all those who chose to make it, or sent representatives to get this information, the prince addresses the city, the court, his kingdom. Those will automatically recognize that it appears that his left eye appears to be wounded, for he keeps it closed, although it has slightly started to heal up. And before this gathered congregation, he begins his speech. Think hard, my subjects. Think hard about what you see. What you see all around you on a daily basis. He chuckles at that wordplay. Can you trust what you see? Truly. Are none of you certain that you have not made yourself blind? For I know I have these recent nights. Dear subjects, oh, how blind I had become. Blind that only now, as he addresses his wound, that I may fully realize my mistake, for I have erred. Does this surprise you all? Before you laugh, think very carefully, for this is a lesson for you all about how blind we make ourselves. One who I respected, one who I trusted, has betrayed me. A man who has been known for the bonds that he makes, the oaths that are taken, For what is an oath but the cementing of a relationship, a mutual kinship, as it were? An oath like that is one we all take to heart, for we know it is the cornerstone of our society, and yet I have been betrayed by one who I had thought so highly of, one who had claimed to be a peacemaker. But he was not, for he made an oath to me. He made an oath that he would help me, protect all of you, ensure that this city thrived, who would bat in my corner regardless, and yet, at every single turn, at every single opportunity, he used my city's resources. He used my goodwill to line his pockets. Our former seneschal, by my right as prince, I declare, an oath breaker. For he delivered no such goodwill, no such support. For my oath he repaid me by trying to turn me into a puppet, a tool upon which he can take all of the spoils of the city for himself. As traitor, those who know any information about the whereabouts of Gabriel Falcone are to report to our sheriff, Carl Voltaire. For this coward who mockingly defiles the blood of what would be the proud Clan Ventru has decided to flee the prince's justice. Those who are able to deliver information about his whereabouts will be handsomely rewarded. Let this be a lesson to all of you, my sweet citizens, my congregation. Do not blind yourself. See, truly see the actions of your fellows. Do not let them pull the wool over your eyes. Those who have shown through action that they are trustworthy will be rewarded, as our current seneschal, our temporary replacement, although we will see very soon whether or not he will be our new seneschal. The former archcurate, Cameron Forsyth. You are to show him the respect that is due for someone who has earned that title, someone who has shown time and again their support for the prince. For this city is my domain. All resources within it are mine. I grace you, my vassals, my subjects. I grace you with the right to protect such things and benefit from them. Do not think that I will be so blind again. Do not think that I will be as lenient as I have been. The crucible shall show who is worthy and who is little better than ash. Think on that. Think on the oaths you make. Think on the promises you keep, and think about what repercussions they will have for you, dear kindred. For the time being, keep your eyes to the dark places of the city. We are no longer as safe as we were. for this traitor's made sure that his passing would be felt. Do take care of yourself, my subjects. This is going to be a long night. Let us pray we all survive.